Welcome everyone to today's YouTube and Facebook Live. I am filming in my bedroom today, so we're going to see how this goes. I have one of those Tempur-Pedic beds, so I'm literally like sinking down in here as I'm trying to sit up straight for this live video. But it is so good to see everyone today, and I just wanted to feel comfortable, so that is why I am filming here in my bedroom. Welcome, everyone. Please be sure to say where you are from, and you can leave that in the comments. It's so fun to make those connections. And I say this every single live video I do, but we have people tuning in from all over the world, and it is so fun to see where everybody is from. Nancy, you're the first person I am seeing on here. It is good to see you. Jenna is from Utah, and Denise is from Orem. Hello from Michigan. Hello from Ohio, Mount Pleasant, Utah. Samantha, you were the first person I'm seeing over here on Facebook. Welcome, Debbie. Glad to see you. Darlene, hi. Welcome, everyone. You guys know I look forward to Wednesdays every single week. It is so fun to make these connections with women all over the world. We've got somebody tuning in from Poland. Welcome. Judy and Tom are from Iowa, and somebody is tuning in from Port Orchard, Washington, Tampa, Florida, Illinois, Oregon, Seabrook, Texas. Welcome, Lisa. Glad you're here. Karen Brown, glad you're joining us as well. You guys, I am really getting the hang of, I think, filming these at the same time and being able to go back and forth to be able to read all the comments. So I appreciate everyone's patience as I am figuring out how this all works. But I am looking forward to taking some questions, answering some questions. Lori says, hi, Jamie, good weather for cuddling here in Wisconsin. I love it. It is a little bit dreary outside, and the weather here has been a little bit finicky. So we've had days that feel totally like spring, and then other days where it's freezing cold. So I'm wearing shorts one day and then pants the next, but it's been fun. Jean, hi. She's from North Carolina. She looks forward to Wednesdays too, she says. I really do. I don't get out as much as I probably would like to, having the quintuplets. So it's fun when I get to stay home and just hang out with all of you amazing, amazing people. Christy is tuning in from Brisbane, Australia. Welcome, Julie. It's good to see you. And Cheryl is tuning in as well. Hi. Rhonda says hello. She is from Dodge City, Kansas, and she's been watching for years, and she loves our family. Thank you. Elizabeth is from Choctaw, Oklahoma. Elizabeth, this is kind of some fun family history, but I have ancestors that are from Oklahoma Territory, and I am part Choctaw, Cherokee, and Chickasaw is what my grandfather used to tell us. So anyway, glad you were tuning in. Elizabeth, are you part Native American like I am at all? I think I'm like 1/32nd, so it's not very much. I get that from my grandfather's side of the family. He was married to little grandma. Nancy says, I look forward to the three girls' reactions with your birthday card and gift. Okay, Nancy, I just went to the P.O. box, picked up all of the fan mail yesterday with Landon. My girls are going to love what you sent. I did peek through some of those things that people had sent. My girls have not seen them yet, though. They're going to die. It is the cutest things that you just sent us. So thank you, Nancy. I haven't sent you a thank you note yet, but we're so very grateful. Teresa is tuning in from Indiana, from Greensburg. Welcome. Lindsay Roberts is just tuning in. Welcome. You guys, we have so many fun things to talk about. What do the kids enjoy most about spring is one of the first questions. I would say my kids get most excited about two things: their birthday and warmer weather and Easter. I guess that's three. My kids can't stop talking about their birthdays. And so we are party planning all the fun things. This is going to be a really fun vlog, actually, their birthday. So we're going to see what I get going with that, and then I will share that. I My camera's a little bit off. My eyebrows look like super wonky in, in this video for all of you all on YouTube watching this. But okay, my husband has quite a bit of Native American on his side, several different tribes is what Dory is saying. That's really cool. Dory, I would love to know what tribes is your husband from? I'm surprised actually the amount of people I meet that have Native American ancestry. It's been really fun to see and hear some of those things from friends of mine. Elizabeth says maybe a little, not sure really. And somebody's tuning in from the UK. Welcome. And it looks like we have a visitor at my house. I'm filming in my bedroom.
Sweet. Sounds like scandalous.
You can't say that on here. Do you want to come be in my video?
Oh, you're doing this type of video. I thought you were in the bedroom, you were doing the other video.
You can't say that on here. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, Chad is he's totally giving me a hard time. He brought me my favorite soda. Is it Dirty Dr. Pepper?
Mhm.
Yeah. It's the best. Well, come on over.
On with a little double D's.
Oh my gosh, don't say that.
I just wanted to see that because the lighting's so good. So now you can see your blush.
Oh gosh. Okay. What are the Quints looking forward to their birthday? Okay, come on over here. I'll make room for you and you can be in my video. I'm so glad you stopped by.
Second, yeah.
I didn't think I was going to get to see you much today.
I just had a minute. So.
Okay. You guys, Chad is here.
See that.
I've been told by my husband he has Cherokee in him, is what Vicky says. Cherokee's quite common, surprisingly. Chris says we are getting a Swig in Arlington, Texas. Okay, my favorite sodas from Swig are the Dirty Dr. Pepper or the Diet. He brought me a Diet. It's my favorite. What do you like getting from Swig?
I got water.
Water? Well, that's boring.
I know. I always drink just water.
He's healthy.
If it's not water, it's Red Bull. So either way.
Okay. Red Bull maybe not as much healthy, but
it was water.
Here, let's scoot you in.
I can't see that.
I know. It kind of sinks in on this bed. I just liked the lighting in here, and I like that it's bright and cheery.
Now everybody can see you turn red.
Right? Well, if they knew what you said to me, then they would really know why I turned red.
Oh.
Okay.
Repeat it?
No. Dory says, I will have to ask her husband so she doesn't forget. I know his mom has Cherokee, and on his dad's side, there is Apache and something else. That's really cool. Really cool. Never heard of Swig is what somebody is saying. It is so good. So it is like soda pop shop, but they add different flavoring like pineapple or blackberry or coconut. It's so good.
It's just sugar with added more sugar.
Yeah.
Tastes better.
It's so good. Chris says he popped the question. Oh, sorry. That's
I didn't know.
No, that's tissue because my spring allergies with all the blossoms. Blooming on the apricot trees. Okay, Christina Faye says, hello, Jamie and Chad, and Patsy is tuning in. Welcome. Okay, let's dive on in here. Spring is almost here in Southern Utah. We've got popcorn popping on the apricot trees. And my kids really do think that if you eat it, it tastes like popcorn and cotton candy. That's the consensus on the way to the park. That's what they were saying.
Yesterday.
Yeah. So when you guys watch my up and coming vlog, Lincoln is talking about that. He's such a goofy little kid. So spring is in the air. We've got spring fever over here at the Scott household. We'll be talking about clothes shopping on a budget, what it's really like shopping for quintuplets, wedding day, spring break. I know you guys are perking up when I say that. So we'll address all of those things just a minute here. Okay, did I actually catch a live? Cheryl, you did. I'm glad you tuned in. Brianna's from Colorado. Jill is from Minnesota. Is it snowing in Minnesota right now, Jill? That's what I want to know. It looks like it could snow here. Is it warm outside?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit. It's supposed to rain later today and then a lot tomorrow.
Well, shoot. I wanted to take my kids to the park.
Maybe. It's cool out, though.
Nancy says you're thinking fan mail letters and packages yesterday. Yes. So I went to the post office yesterday and picked up all the fan mail. So many kind people sent things to our family. Somebody says wedding date or wedding dates as in plural. We're going to address that here in just a second.
You didn't show them the ring stuff already?
What ring stuff?
Oh, just kidding. Sorry. Clickbait.
You're teasing me. Okay, Anne is tuning in from Australia. Welcome. And Denise just joined us as well. And Diane is from Ohio. Okay, you guys, let's dive in here. Okay, first question is from Kamima. Will you have the kids for spring break? And what are your plans? My kids are going to be at their dad's for spring break, and they're really excited because they're going to Disneyland. It's all my kids can talk about right now. They're really excited, and they are counting down the days for Disneyland. So for me, while my kids are gone, I'm going to be doing some spring cleaning, painting a dresser that I just purchased from my local thrift shop. So tune in for this next vlog. I'll be sharing some of my fun finds that I have gathered, and I want to paint this dresser like a baby blue. I think it's gonna be so pretty. So many questions, you guys, are coming in. Leslie, is it for Shaden? Yes, we'll be talking about Shaden here in just a minute. So for spring break, yeah, I'll be doing spring cleaning. What are your plans? What do you have
I don't
going
know.
on?
What are we doing?
Do you have plans with your family
I
too?
don't know what. It, I think there's spring breaks. So Utah, I don't know where you're asking that. They're not all the same. So St. George area is next week. So Washington County School District, but like my kids is not till the end of March. So it just depends on when you're saying spring break, when is spring break?
Mhm.
I think everybody's used to be, statewide the exact same time, but now it's not. So it's going to be spring breaks now pretty much until Easter, with people. So I know the Washington County School District is next week, but my kids aren't even until the end of the month. So um,
So just kind
a
of
couple weeks
different.
after. So yeah, so it just depends on where they go to school. Yeah, I'm like these are way too far.
Is it bothering you? I know. I
No, I
couldn't
just
get them like behind each other like I normally
yeah.
do.
So it's just yeah, we don't know yet. We don't know what we're doing yet. I
Okay.
think we got professional pickleball people in town. We've got
So I get to meet some.
off-roading stuff that we're going to be doing in town, some major YouTubers. So that
So I
millions
get
of
to meet these
followers.
cool people.
Yeah, we're gonna be
I
we're
get
gonna
to
be
meet you guys. I get to meet
having
famous people
having fun
next week.
working. I guess I call it work, but it's fun.
That's gonna be fun. So if your kids have anything, I'll go and support you with your kids' stuff. Hi, Jamie and Chad. Chad, what do you do for a job? What's your job?
I'm like the tourism sports director for the whole county. So I bring in all the big, large events, sports tourism, promote the area, promote golf, play golf, those kind of things. I get paid to play outside and bring things to outside and have a good time.
And I love it because I get to try new things when I'm with you,
Yeah.
and the kids love it too.
And travel this time of year. We was in Chicago last week. I leave for Denver in the morning. So I'll be in Denver. If anybody's in the Denver area this weekend, wants to come talk golf or adventure or something like that.
Where are you going to be at in Denver? You should tell them, and then they can come out and visit you.
I don't know. At the convention
Okay.
center, I'm not one to really look until on the plane. So I land, I got a car rental, and then I'll open up my phone and start looking where I'm at. But I think downtown, the convention center. So
In Denver.
in Denver this weekend. So
Jenna says she was chopping up onion and was thinking about you, Chad.
yeah, I just don't yeah, I mean I'm sure they're great and food. It's just I just like to swell up and look like Hitch from the movie. So
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
well, it's
That's
good.
good.
I can't see that far, but I'll let you go.
Okay.
I need new eyeballs.
Rachel says,
So
hi. Hi, friend. Okay.
you keep going. I won't disrupt anyone.
No, I love it when you come visit me and when you bring me dirty diet Dr. Pepper. It's great. It's my favorite. Okay, next question. Does your family celebrate St. Patrick's Day? And is your family Irish? We do celebrate St. Patrick's Day. The leprechauns sometimes come and visit our house and make messes. And my kids get really excited about that and annoyed, depending on what mischief the leprechauns get into. Sometimes they forget to flush the toilet because, as you know, leprechauns pee green and leave footprints all over the place. So, somebody says you guys look good. Rhonda says her husband can't eat onion too.
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing. The kids can't eat eggs and they can't have this and they can't. So everybody has something they're overly sensitive to. I'm just overly sensitive to it.
Yeah, so you fit right in to our family because you have food allergies.
No, and I like sugar, so we're good.
Those are the two things, the two must-haves if you were in our family, yes. Next question is from Lori. Any wedding date for Shaden and Tatum? Did you just do a thumbs up?
I
It's
don't know.
right
I
here.
didn't do it.
It's right there. I recognize your thumb. Nice to finally meet and see Chad. Hello, Chad. Laura says hi. Shaden and Tatum are tentatively thinking a wedding date in August. So we are just here to support Tatum's mom and their family and what works best for their family. Can you eat shallots?
I don't. I usually don't eat any of that stuff, and some of that ground vegetables and stuff I stay away from. So, yeah, more of that something mineral that's in the ground that's more uh, sensitive to. But no, I don't eat shallots either.
Mm.
Or the chopped up green onion little things, the yellows or the whites or the reds.
Any sort of onion you can't
Yeah,
have,
I just
or
don't do it. And then
shallots.
even the even the what was it, the flakes or the powder your dad put in the roast? That
Your
one day
mouth swelled
it was
up.
just too much, and it was just like you guys were making fun of me and I was talking funny. So because my tongue was large and stuff. So but
So
yeah.
no onions for this guy. I have to be careful with my cooking. Um, Emmy says she can't have avocados. Some of my kids are allergic to avocados as well because they're technically a fruit, aren't they? Avocados?
I think so. They're good.
Yeah.
It's snowing in central Utah. What part of central Utah, Jenna, is it snowing in?
Jill says she has a baby brother named Chad. It's a good name. I've never met somebody named Chad that wasn't a nice person. Cool story. Do you guys remember Mr. Chad, the handyman from our previous vlogs? He showed up at my house the other day for a home inspection as part of my rental property, and it was such a fun surprise. I hadn't seen him in a long time. Denise is from Arizona. Welcome. Lee says, congratulations to Shaden and Tatum, those sweet kids. We're so
Did you actually
excited
say
for
the
them.
date?
In August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know we
we'll
were
let you
talking
know
about
when
it.
we have an exact date. But that's as much as we know right now.
We're terrible. We both are like ADD all over the place, and this just makes it worse. So sorry when you've got 1,200 people watching here and a couple hundred here and stuff. Oh, I asked Jenna where she said North San Peter. So, but yeah, no, that's great. I love Central Utah.
Are you so tired
I was
today?
the tourism director for Sevier County for a lot of years before I came down here. So, but yeah, I am. It's just worn out and
He's
my
been
brain's
traveling like
cooked and
crazy.
so I was one meeting this morning to another meeting and then I'm like I'm bouncing for a hot minute and I'll be back. I was hoping to be done for the day, but I just couldn't. Just being home for 2 days is just like not enough time to get anything done. And so I'm in Denver and then um I fly home at midnight on Sunday because I got to take a bunch of people cycling on Monday morning. It's a tough lot, tough job to travel and then go cycling Monday morning. But so I'm bringing the red eye back and just like biking Monday morning with a bunch of people, and then back into my regular work, and then maybe a couple of days off, and we'll go do something fun.
Oh, I would love that. Okay, somebody over here on Facebook is tuning in. They just had a kidney transplant. Can you believe that?
No, well, my buddy just had his, taken out, but he had cancer inside of it, one of his kidneys. So they took out one, but I think it's just hard. We talk about soda and sugars and waters and Red Bulls, and yeah, they're all bad for you, but you know what? I like the flavor. So, you
Mm.
know, but
We're glad you're watching and we hope your recovery goes well. Um
yeah, so go ahead back to your next
okay,
questions there.
next question. Comments are flying in over here on Facebook. It's so fun. Okay, Dory says her husband is also Cheyenne, Native American. That's really cool. Grants Pass, Oregon. Hi, Carol Davis. Okay, next question. Lori, oh, we already answered Lori's questions. Linda asked, do the kids attend the LDS church when they are with their dad? Yes, he was recently baptized into the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So they do attend church when my kids are with their dad. 32 years kidney transplant. My sister gave me a kidney. Wow. That is so kind. That is so
It's great
kind.
that you could find a match and that worked out and you had family members that matched that had a healthy kidney and it stayed. So no, that's cool.
Sharon asks, how did we meet? Do you want to tell him the story?
The frozen food aisle at the grocery store. She was melting all the ice cream down there, and I'm just like, I gotta, I gotta find out who that is that can do that kind of thing. So,
That's not how we met. Tell him how we met.
what through the like, just like everybody else does this day and age of high technology on dating apps. She ghosted me a couple times, and then like the third time was the charm. It's like I can't get rid of this guy, so I might as well say hi and see what happens from there. But
And you're the nicest person.
oh, I don't know. Some days.
More than one. What does that mean? Am I still live on YouTube?
But I don't know. We can talk on this one. But
Okay, it says error, so I'm not sure what that all means. So hopefully we're still live on here. On YouTube, let me know. Yes, everyone says. Okay, for some reason there's like this yellow stripe across the top of our video that says error. We'll figure that out. It's supposed to snow in Tennessee. Okay, we had a question come in here. Did Landon make the soccer team? Jennifer asks. I was praying for him. You guys, he did make the soccer team. We are so proud of Landon. They announced who made the soccer team last week. I just went to the parent and coach meeting. So he has got his first game this Thursday, and it is during school. So I'm going to go watch that and then go pick up the Quints. He's really excited to be playing at such a good group of kids. So between choir and soccer, he's going to be really busy, and just a really good group of kids. So we're excited. We're excited for him. Okay, next question is from Diana. Do the kids ask who is watching the videos, and what is their perception of that? You guys are right on the money when you ask these questions. In my vlog, the one I'm editing right now, Daisy meets a little girl at the park who says that she watches Lincoln's videos. And so their understanding is they understand that we have a YouTube channel. They understand that you can watch it on what they call the YouTube, because they like watching YouTube as well. And they have their favorite people that they like watching on YouTube. And sometimes my kids talk about what it would be like to meet some of their favorite people in real life and how they can get on their show, is what Lincoln calls it. My kids mainly like watching videos on YouTube about like cats that sing and engineering, science, Lego type of YouTube videos. Yeah. So they understand that we have a YouTube channel, and they understand that from our family's perspective, it's just been a great way to document their childhood so that one day they can go back and look at all of the things that they got to do as kids and experience. And they enjoy watching the videos, especially when they were babies. They really like that. Okay, next question is from Regina, and this message comes from her daughter, Aaliyah. So, Aaliyah, if you are watching this, thank you for your question. Will you have a flower garden, and can we see your backyard? I hope to have a flower garden at this house. It is a rental, and so I would probably have to do some sort of like a box garden on the patio, like a patio garden. Do any of you ladies that are renting or in a townhome have a flower garden that's like patio, like in pots, planters, that sort of thing? You can leave a comment in the comments or a picture of examples. I know my kids would love gardening. In every house that we've lived in, we've always had a garden. But I can show you my backyard. I'm looking at it right now. That's the entire backyard. It's really small, but my kids like it. We had a question. Do you all have a pet? Right now, we do not have a pet. My kids would love a dog, but we've got kids that are allergic to dogs, and they miss their pet rabbits. They're over at my cousin's house. We did have rabbits that they really liked, and we had chickens.
we're
Uh,
trying for the pets. We are. We've talked about it. What was the hedgehog?
he wants a hedgehog, and I was like,
Yeah,
I
no,
can't do a
I
hedgehog.
mean, and then the cat. What kind of cat?
I couldn't do a cat
No, but the hairless cat. I can't do
because I'm
cats.
allergic to cats.
No, these don't have. They're hairless cats. Who all has a hairless cat? Come on now.
I don't think
That's the
any of
stuff.
these ladies
That's
have
the
hairless
stuff that's the
cats.
stuff that nightmares are made out of. But we need a hairless cat. Or we looked at hypoallergic dogs.
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's okay. Hyperallergenic,
Hypoallergenic.
yeah, anti-sneezing dogs, but the hedgehog, there's nothing wrong with the hedgehog.
A hedgehog.
But no, I know you guys will all hate me for what I always say about pets, but so I'm not gonna repeat it
Rachel
because
says they're freaky looking. They are
I know, but wouldn't that just
interesting.
they're things of topic of like talking. So if anybody comes over to your house, you don't want them there, they're just weird and it's an awkward conversation, you can pull out the cat and it would take care of everything else. But I'm really I know you guys will hate me and here comes the hate mail, but I'm like I'm kind of anything that I can't flush down the toilet to leave for the weekend, I don't want. So it's kind of they're fun to think about, but
I almost got a hypoallergenic dog about a year ago. I was looking at mini golden doodles because my friend has dogs and said she would give us one of them. And I was really debating it. And I was like, okay, either a dog or a boyfriend. And I decided I wanted to start dating. And so I opted for the boyfriend. So I'm glad I don't have a dog right now because I like having a boyfriend better.
yeah, if she had the dog, then it means I probably wouldn't be here then, so that's okay.
Yeah, I would just be giving all of
Take
that
it.
love and
I
attention
will
to a
take it.
hypoallergenic dog, so I'd much rather have a boyfriend. Golden doodles are great family dogs. Dottie says she has pots and planters on her deck with flowers. She can find a picture from last spring. Dottie, I would love it. That would give me ideas. Here in Southern Utah, we have to have drought-tolerant plants because, plants and planters really do take a beating. My friend has a hairless cat that just had 5 babies. Wow, I'd love to see a picture of that.
No, you wouldn't. You won't sleep at night
Really?
if you see him. Oh, there it is.
I have 2 golden doodles and they're amazing. Jennifer loves her golden doodles. My kids would love them. Um, hedgehogs are a lot less to take care of. She said they've tried that. Okay, so maybe you're onto something with a hedgehog. Dwarf Siberian, I missed that. Comments are coming in so fast. Sorry, I just joined. Did you already announce a wedding date? Michelle, we
Yeah, you'll
announced
have to watch next week.
we we announced a wedding date for Shaden. So he and Tatum are talking about getting married in August. That's as much as we know at this point in time. So when we have more information, we'll share that with you. I hope girls wear shirts because, okay, Nancy, I'm really excited. The shirts are so cute that you sent. I almost showed what you sent us here on the live video, but I think I'm going to do it in my next vlog. I'll do a little segment of an unboxing because we had some people send us the sweetest things. Good morning from Australia, Allison. Welcome. Okay, next question is from Sharon. What are the quintuplets' personalities now that they're a bit older? How would you describe Violet?
That is the sweetest. She thinks about everything that she wants to do. She likes to just she she kind of like each one of the kids, they kind of march to their own drum,
Mhm.
and they just have a to way that can be affectionate, or just very like leave me be,
Yeah.
but like last night she wanted me to rock her, and it's just kind of like so she was in her cute, she's always in her cute mode, but she was just cute. And so Violet is she just she's creative and she wants to try everything and she wants to challenge at the same time, everything. But there's just wonderment in each one of their eyes and each one of their minds. It's kind of cool to see that they have to think about it out, and you can tell that she wants to think about the consequences of whatever she chooses, whether good or bad,
Mhm.
but she just has her own creative little mind.
Yeah, I love her. She's so affectionate and so loving, so full of wonder, like you say, and she's a spunky little girl. If you head on over to my Instagram at jamie.scott, I posted pictures of all the kids but Violet today. Violet, it was crazy hair day, Dr. Seuss day today at school. It's Read Across America week. And each of my kids picked out their own hairstyle for school. And Violet was adamant she wanted a specific hairstyle. And then Lily copied her, and Violet was mad. So then she wanted me to do a completely different hairstyle. So I did it 10 minutes for each of these hairstyles just for Vivi. So 20 minutes worth of hairstyle. And then she was mad because she didn't think it looked wild or crazy enough. So then she was mad and didn't want her picture taken. So I love that little girl. She just knows what she wants and she's not afraid to ask for what she wants. And I love that. Um,
How many are left-handed?
we were talking about that today. My children's word of the morning during breakfast was the word ambidextrous. That was fun to say. Ambidextrous. Lily's a left-handed kid. Shaden's left-handed. And one of my kids is ambidextrous. I don't remember who it was that said that. Maybe Daisy. How would you describe Daisy?
Daisy definitely marches to her own drum and her own music and her own everything. And
Mhm.
but she's cute. This is we always tease David. There's like a running joke, for the last 8 or 9 months that I bother her, because at very first when it first started coming around, I would always just like I touch the head just to kind of say, listening to him and hearing, don't touch me, don't touch me.
Don't touch
Now,
the top of my
yeah,
head. She was like, "You're
now,
bothering me."
now, yeah. So it's like whenever somebody's bothering each other, we were like, "You're bothering me,"
Just how she said it
and that's
that
how she
first
says
time.
it. You're
Yeah.
bothering me.
Bothering me.
Now, like last night, will you snuggle me? As soon as I sit down, she wants to snuggle and watch TV or something like that. So,
Mhm.
and she's very well mannered. Of all of them, she just when she's, but like she cleans her dishes up. You don't have to tell her to do anything. She puts her food in the
Mhm.
trash and her stuff in the sink, and um, but she just is her creative mind. She can play for hours by herself,
Mhm.
and it's
She's
just
very
fun.
independent.
Yeah, and just independence, the word I was looking for. And then, but she's also a kid that I swear last night she took 5 different cups just to have a drink every single time, and then she'd fill it full of ice, fill it full of water, take one drink, throw it in the sink. Then she'd get another one. So I kind of tricked her and got it back out of the sink and just stuck it back each time. But
She's
but
funny.
it was just kind of she's definitely her own. She's her own girl, but she's
Mhm.
very creative in her mind.
Mhm.
She'll be a very powerful woman. They all will be, but I think she'll be strong.
Yeah. I would describe Lily um, as also very creative, very artistic. Um, how else would you describe Lily?
Lily is just she can be, I don't want to say the class clown, but she can be, but
Yeah.
she can also be very serious when she
Mhm.
wants to be also. She can be quiet and so she can be a lot of different things. She's more of um the creative theatrical mind,
Yeah.
because she can, like, if it was time to be funny, she can be way funny. And she can be way funny and serious and you're just laughing at her,
Mhm.
and then there's times that it's just like, nope, she's just serious,
Mhm.
you know. So
Holly, welcome. She caught us live. Okay, you guys are asking more questions on Facebook. Keep them coming. Sometimes you have to re-ask the same question because they come in so fast. Okay. Lincoln. Lincoln, you guys, you see him a lot in the vlogs. You see him a lot. Like he loves to be the center of attention. He loves to have a good time. He's a funny kid and he's clever and he's witty. He is very social, so he developmentally, like, friends are really important to him and he cares what his friends think about him at school. Like, he has a water bottle I got him for school that's blippy, and he's a little embarrassed because that's for, like, kindergartners or babies, he says, and so he doesn't want his friends to see that he has this blippy water bottle, so he wants to be cool, he wants to feel accepted. He's very affectionate. He's definitely a mama's boy. Like he loves to snuggle. So oftentimes is like the openers for the or the videos now, like Lincoln wants to be the one that says it. I'm like, okay, you can say that. So my up and coming vlog, he says it like a couple of times because I'm like, you got to wait until I hit the camera record button because he was just already starting to film because he loves it so much. He loves his brother Logan. That is his best friend, and he loves doing everything with Logan. Have either of you been to Tennessee? Laura's question.
A lot of times, Nashville areas around Greenbrier up above and Antioch and, Franklin, quite a bit. I got buddies out there.
I've been once, and I landed at the airport on my way to Disney World. I think we stopped there. But our former nanny, Aubrey, lives in, I think, Nashville is where she's at right now. So I'd love to go out and visit her. So, Aubrey, if you're watching this, I want to come
It's
visit you.
it's a
That'd be fun.
beautiful area.
That'd be
So
fun.
it's fun. You don't have to have sprinklers. It's perfect. I got a few buddies who are on the radio. They're out there
You're
somewhere.
friends with
I
famous
know.
people.
So it's like, yeah, we go out there. We've been out there quite a bit, and they're out here. So
Like Marie Osmond knows who you are.
that's
And
no. There's just I've got buddies.
he's just so
It's
sweet.
funny.
Yeah.
I
You have a
don't. We
lot
don't.
of, people that are musical.
Yeah. We just leave it at that, and we don't talk much about. We just have a good time.
I like it. Okay, and Logan, let's cover Logan's personality. He is kind of a quiet kid who's always thinking. I would definitely say he has an engineer's mind. He's constantly building things. Right now he is building a Lego set that's for 9-year-olds, and he's really smart. He's good at directions. He loves mathematics, and he's just a really clever little boy. His best friend is Logan. They do butt heads though sometimes because they are very, very different, but they love each other. They love being twins. They love being quintuplets, but to them they're twins. What program do you use to edit your videos? I really like using Final Cut Pro. So that's what I use. That was recommended to me by Ellie and Jared Meekum. If you haven't watched their YouTube channel, they are so sweet. They've been so kind to me over the years in teaching me the ropes of how to edit. So yeah, that's what I use. Good question. Lincoln, it sounds a lot like his dad. Sue says, yes, he does have some of the personality qualities of his dad. Very high energy for sure. Okay, next question is from Carol. How do you handle the kids' clothes as they go between both homes? So my kids, to simplify, I just have what's called their daddy clothes. And those are just the clothes that Skylar sends the kids home in. And so my kids can pick anything they want from what we call the daddy play clothes box. That way dad doesn't have to worry about sending all the clothes home. We just know they are clothes they can go play in when they get to dad's house. Okay, Alicia asks, what's your system for managing laundry? I have a laundry bin downstairs in my bedroom where the kids can toss their clothes, and I keep all of my kids' clothes downstairs in my closet because it's just easier to keep track of it. And also I hate it when my kids throw their clean clothes on the floor because they decided to change their mind about what they're wearing. I hate washing clean clothes, and sometimes it's hard to know if what's in the hamper was clean or dirty. And so I'm adamant that my kids hang it back up, but they're still learning. And sometimes they're in a hurry when they're on their way to school. So I also have a hamper upstairs next to my laundry room. And before my kids hop into the bathtub every night, they put all of their dirty clothes in there. So I have two hampers, and I wash clothes like one day. So when my kids are at their dad's house, I pick one day and I just do all the laundry then because it runs all day long. But now that my kids are getting older and the clothes are getting bigger and the girls do outfit changes, depending on the activity, I might need to start doing laundry once a week when the kids are here. So hope that answers your question. What program do you use for camera and your phone vlogs? Usually I just use like Instagram, or some people really like CapCut Pro. So I use kind of both of those programs. Okay.
What do you guys want to see content wise? What do you want to see more of?
Well, that's a good question.
What do you want to see during the week? Because in between, and I say this because we had a meeting yesterday with our social media guy and our marketing manager, for my office, and we are talking to them about content, and they post a hard post on Instagram and Facebook. uh, Literally, our contract was for 365 days, and we got into that yesterday, and I'm like, oh, this has got to end. We're gonna blow through content so fast, and so it's just so that getting content. I know everybody wants to see you for the kids. That's what this was founded on. That's what it's about. Jamie and Skylar with the kids. That's how they develop this. It's about the kids. And luckily enough, obviously the kids are getting older. They're cool, but there's still some boring things. So it is hard to get content. And we've talked about this. It's like, what do we do the weeks that, let's just say, she doesn't have the kids, and it's just like you're used to seeing live, two vlogs, all this stuff, and it's so hard when you want to be present and not always recording everything. And
Mhm.
so it's like, what do you, and so we've been talking about like, what else can we show? What else can we do? It's like, you guys are you're the client, you're the customer. And so it's like, what do you want to see? I mean, more photos. Do you like photos during the week? Type of things. We want to see more like on our stuff. I've kind of challenged them to create more live, authentic content, just stories, lives, not lives, just more lives, more stories kind of throughout the week, and less 10-minute videos, but more this and that. So, I'll go through and read these afterwards, and kind of kick it back to Jamie, and see, what's going on. And she does read through them. I probably read through them the most. And if you're mean, let me tell you what, I just like, bye, Felicia, you know.
It's
So
actually been really nice because I've had these like moments where I don't know, I like dip, and I don't want to film anything because I get so mad over what some of these "Bye Felicia" people say. Isn't that like the term? Bye Felicia. So
I just
anyway.
want to say, so I think the new thing we've talked about doing is, if I'm going to block you, we're going to kick you off. I'm going to tell you, hey, just FYI, you're going to be gone tomorrow. So you can kind of sulk on it for a minute. No, I'm kidding. You'll just be gone. But
But none of these people are gone because they're all super
no, they're
sweet
just
and
great.
wonderful
Plus,
people.
plus it it makes the platforms safe, that you can comment and other people are not attacking you. And it's hard. It's through all social media. It's even on my stuff. It's people they make comments and stuff like that, and so we've got to. And being the government, it's a little harder to block and delete, but it's everywhere. People are keyboard heroes, and so I appreciate all the kind words and uplifting words you guys have said. She takes it really to heart on your suggestions, like the music was too loud, and I'm deaf, so when I say the music's too loud, she knows to turn her down just a little bit. And so it's just a hard learning curve to what she's trying to do. And so the positive comments, especially on the last one about the good job on the haircuts and good job on the videos, those go a long ways to keep her, so she wants to do it. And we're trying to keep that up. And so um chat out and about on non-kid weeks, we'll have some of those. We do those. We'll go to basketball games or stuff, and sometimes we just like, I'll leave my phone in her purse. It's like, I just don't. I need to unplug sometimes, as we all do. But it's just like, we appreciate the ones that are on here saying the nice comments and uplifting things, and encourage her to keep doing it when the kids aren't here, and stuff. So we'll keep watching and see. And for those that saying, I know it's been on here 100 million times, is, when are we getting married? You just have to keep watching. We're gonna drag this sucker out and make some money off of it. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. We're just watching and waiting and seeing. There's no issues there. It's just, when you get to be an adult, it's there's no rush. There's no like, oh, we got to do it by tomorrow. I know my lease is up in a couple months, so just stay tuned, you know. So, but I don't worry about if she cuts her hair. She can cut it however she wants, you know. So somebody said, "What do I feel about her cutting hair?"
Oh,
Cut
because
it.
I mentioned that you
Yeah.
like my long
I
hair.
I like it, but I'm sure I like it short also, you know. So
Mhm.
I'm not too worried about it. Chad, what kind of music do you listen to? If it ain't 80s and 90s country, it ain't music.
I can't. I'm trying to find the
I'm just
balance
telling you
in
right
that,
now.
but there's
You
only
know,
some
God bless Chris
country.
Ledoux.
Oh my
So that's
gosh, I
all
can't. I can't.
that's all I'm gonna say.
But
But
there's a balance, right? There's a balance. Okay, Rachel, you asked a question a while ago about, do I have a cape for my kids? Yes, I purchased a cape for haircuts off of Amazon. It was like a $6.99 special. And are your knees hurting you?
no, I think I'm just gonna go back for a minute.
Okay, cool. I'll see you later
No, you
today.
keep talking. I'll just put my shoes on. I'll listen.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I just purchased one off of YouTube. Or not YouTube, off of Amazon. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Okay, Alicia asked, can you do a house tour? Yes, I will do a house tour in an up and coming vlog. I am really excited, you guys. I just signed up to be a Lowe's affiliate. So Lowe's just reached out to me and sent me the coolest bunk bed for my little boys.
It's sitting up
Chad,
front.
Chad,
It's
really?
sitting up front.
Right now?
Mhm.
Dang.
Mhm.
No, it didn't. Really? Bunk bed for my little boys.
It's sitting up
Chad,
front.
Chad,
It's
really?
sitting up front.
Right now?
Mhm.
Dang.
Mhm.
No, it didn't. Really?
No, it's out by the front door.
Oh, shoot. I'm trying to hide that bunk bed
It's
before the
under your
boys
pillow. So I'm
get here.
just wondering how many hundreds of pounds it weighs.
Shoot.
But
Well,
unless you ordered me
I thought
something
it was
else.
coming next week when the kids were
Well, we can put it
out
away
of town.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Your favorite country artist, Janice, appreciate. Like he'd appreciate Weird Al. No, Weird Al's just Weird
Weird
Al,
Al?
you know. But the movie UHF is like a classic. Should have won a Grammy, but oh wait, Grammy's music. Oscar should have won an Oscar. Um, so if you haven't looked up, look up you Weird Al Yankovic.
He's weird.
That's what I'm saying. He's
He's
weird. No, I don't know Weird Al.
he's actually really clever and good at what he does, but is he still around? Weird Al?
Yeah, doesn't he have a show with like? Oh wait, that's Howard Stern. I thought the same feller, but no,
They
it's
kind of look alike.
he's still the same. But yeah, no, this has been great. I know a lot of comments of when I'm coming back on and things like that. It's just hard, but I love to come on and read some of the comments and see what you guys do. I do a lot of public speaking, so I'm okay with it. But this really puts me out of my comfort zone because there's just like so many of you directly talking. It's easier to talk to 1,000 people at one time and not have to take questions, but this is so much harder to do. But what's that one say? But Chad, when you find somebody for the rest of your life, don't you want? I do want it to start as soon as possible, but I can't tell you what the problem is. But I'm working on it, you know. But
That took me a minute.
so
Okay. Mary asks, do you have a word of the year? I think my last video I talked about the word kind as far as New Year's resolutions. I think my second word would be the word confident or confidence. That's something sometimes I feel like I lack. And that's something you and I have talked about is just hold your head up high and be confident and be yourself.
what do I always say
Hmm.
about like stairs and stuff?
Yeah, he always talks to me about this analogy of stairs. One, what do you say?
You can slip up the stairs too. You can fall going up the stairs,
You can fall going up the
you
stairs.
know, and but you're still going
Up.
up.
Yeah.
And so that's what she's doing with a lot of this stuff and a lot of changes. That's why you don't see constant stuff, but she's still constantly moving
Well,
forward.
I've been so frustrated with this process of learning how to edit because it looks so seamless and it looks so easy, but it has taken me through trial and error, through making a lot of mistakes to figure out how it works. I was going to tell you, I figured out the problem with editing.
Oh,
Yeah, I've solved the problem by trial and error again. So anyway, I learned something new. It took me an extra 30 minutes through learning how to edit by making mistakes till I figured it out.
the second word needs to be remarriage. Heck yeah, right? That's what I'm talking about. I like you, Kim.
Okay.
I just like turning her red. What time is the kids' school? You're almost 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll wrap it up here. I'm almost done with the DM questions that came in. Janet asks, what kind of daily personal Bible study do you do to grow your relationship with the Lord? Janet, your question has had me thinking quite a bit. Um, she asks, what kind of daily personal Bible study do you do to grow your relationship with the Lord? And I liked that she typed in the phrase, grow your relationship with God. I really like that. It's not as frequent as it once was. I used to read my scriptures every single day when I was growing up, and I would write in my journal every single day. Nowadays, I think prayer is something that I do before my feet even hit the floor. It's something I'm doing throughout the day. I do read my scriptures. I belong to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Some people use the term LDS. So we believe in the Bible, the Book of Mormon. Um, and anyway, I don't read as much as I once did because I'm so busy with the
Wait, you're
kids.
Mormon?
Yes.
You didn't tell
You knew I was Mormon. You knew that. Um, I wanted to ask you all a question. What do you do for your daily personal scripture study? Or how do you, because I thought this was a great question that she asks, how do you grow your relationship with God? What do you do? I know everybody's different. Some people find it out in nature, some people find it in reading their scriptures, some people find it in different ways. So I would love to know in the comments how you grow your relationship with God too. It gives me good ideas too. Okay, Amy asks, what are your goals for the next 5 years? I would love to go back to school. I really would. I think it would be great. Chad, is there a roadblock? Is the question. I
No,
would
there's no
love
roadblock.
I would love to be remarried one day. I think that would be wonderful. Um, okay, that's 2 goals. Back to school, remarried. Um, I'd love to have like a home again. That would be wonderful where I could plant flowers and have chickens. Christy's question, Chad, are you Mormon?
Depends on the day.
Depends on the day.
No, yes. It just
Yes.
depends. It just
Yeah,
depends on
we're
the
the
day.
same religion. We're both
It
Christian.
just
You
depends.
guys are so cute together. Michaela, that's really sweet. We've got several people over here on Facebook mentioning different ways that they grow their relationship with God, and I love it. I'm going to go back through here and read these
They
comments.
haven't even been dating a year. You know, May will be a year. So
Yeah.
just for those pretty close to
Oh,
keeping
dating through all the
keeping
seasons.
keeping tabs. Listen, I've already been through this analogy. I can't win because I've already said the seasons. Technically, it was still spring, and then we did summer and winter and fall. Like how many seasons are there? Yeah. So yeah, technically, as soon as spring hits, we dare. But I know you're not all talking about like the natural seasons, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I mean,
It's
my whole family says yes.
it's not she says yes too, but we gotta get her there, convince her. I'll do some bribing. I'll do dishes more, you know.
You do dishes plenty, and I don't even
I-
ask you to do the dishes. I tell you that's my job. Like I can do
Yeah,
it.
but when the dishes are done, the living room's clean, as you're giving kids baths and putting them to bed, that's there's more time for some kissing and loving if it's done. So I'm gonna embarrass you right here because that's the main purpose behind it is so there's more time. And what does it takes me 10 minutes?
Yeah, bath
And
time
so
takes me 45 minutes because my kids are funny. Sometimes they do not feel like taking baths, and it is quite the battle to get 5 little bums in the bathtub. So
I know I can
you stay
hear
down here while
I
I'm
usually
doing
can
all
hear the
that. And
screaming and the fighting and the laughing and the every there's all you want to see emotion. There's all emotions at bath time. Every single one of them. You go through
you
all of
can
it.
hear it from
You
downstairs.
know.
Well, and Vivi has eczema, and so this time of year, her skin is just extra dry, and she has to wear like her eczema cream, and she hates it. So she always has a meltdown. because she does not like having to wear she doesn't like the feeling of being sticky. That's what it's about. She doesn't mind lotion, but she doesn't like how it feels. And it's a steroid cream, and so it's just extra thick, and she hates
She doesn't
that.
take the time to let it dry and wait. She just instantly that little brief moment in between the application of it and the drying of it. It just doesn't. Yeah. Have you tried showers?
We've
I try them every now and then. I'm just not very into taking showers.
The kids have done showers,
Oh,
but it's more
kids.
work than it's worth because they get the soap in their eyes and then I'm all wet. It's just easier to get them in and out of the tub until they're slightly older. With Shaden and Landon, they were taking their own showers with minimal assistance at like age 5, but having 5, it just takes longer. But with their eczema, it's better for them to sit in the bathtub because their skin just does better.
I wonder if you put this thing, this phone.
Mhm.
Sorry, guys. I'm just sidetracked. Have you tried it like right there?
Yes, but I was trying to balance it. I could probably do it again tomorrow. I'm balancing, so this I'm filming on my for YouTube on top of a laundry basket that's flipped upside down. That's what I found today.
Actually, I was gonna say I could show you, but you can't show you. But we got to try. What about like lives in the evenings? Like
Yeah, are you guys
we
down
jumped
with
on one
those?
like that. Usually, typically, if I'm on one, it's gonna be in the evening. You know, we did that
No.
the other night trying to practice it. And it was fun. There was 300 or 400 people that jumped on, and
Yeah, I
we
like
thought
that.
for 2 minutes we were on for like a half an hour or so. It was kind of fun, but maybe we'll try that again. Another time after I get back, and it's just getting to be summer, and it's going to be time to be able to film more and do more things. And I'm very active in the community and a lot of things, so that's some of the stuff you guys will see is what some of the things that we do around here and what we do in our community and stuff like that. So, um, but yeah, it's kind of those who've asked, keep asking, what do I do? It's I work for the government, so um,
That's good
oh yeah,
advertising.
so sports tourism and stuff, and I bring all those big things to Washington County, not just St. George, but in the outlying areas, and I incentivize them to stay here and not leave our area and go to some of these other beautiful places in the country where you all live. But so yeah, but anyway, are we?
2 questions
I
left.
think
Barbara
it's done.
asks, "Do you have a boyfriend?" Yes. Yes, I do.
We'll see after this live. But
I'll be like, "You're done. You're
peace
gone."
out.
Next question is and last question is from Amy Simmons. Will your kids call Chad dad if you get married? You and I have talked about this.
They call me whatever they want,
As long as it's nice.
and it's not late for dinner. But other than that, they can call. It's just they have a dad. They have a wonderful father that takes care of them and does what he needs to do for them. And I if I'm lucky enough to be in that family setting, they can call me whatever. I would just be an extra support, an extra person, an extra bonus. And I have two individuals that I call dad, and so I'm lucky enough to have two. Um, I have an uncle that I call my father. That's my dad, and I have a real dad that I call dad too. So it's is and no, I do not give off volleyball coach. I don't coach anything. So, but I mean, I do coach cyclists and stuff like that for triathlons, but other than that, I'm not a volleyball coach. But yes, so if I'm lucky enough, to be in this family, if they want to call me dad, that's fine. But they do have, and like I said, I have two dads that I call dad. So um, it's a great thing to have that, like you guys say, bonus dad
Yeah,
or
I'm seeing a
whatever.
lot of comments coming in
So
that say bonus dad.
it's
I
just
like
it's
that.
just extra support, it's extra person, it's who wouldn't want somebody else more in their life cheering them on, lifting them up, and being an advocate for them. And if they have two that do it, they're pretty lucky then.
I like
That's my
that.
take on that answer. So they can call me whatever they want as long as they don't call me late for dinner.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
we've loved spending time with you
Gotta
guys.
work.
Um, you're gonna head back to work. I'm gonna go pick up the kids, and I need to pick up actually Landon. Yeah, Landon's got soccer practice, so I need to pick up Landon. That's new since he made the soccer team. So, Chad, do you have kids? Final question.
Yeah. So we need to get off. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, I do. And so we've in previous vlogs, like you guys said, I've got a 21-year-old who'll be 22 years this summer. She goes to Utah Tech University. A 17-year-old is a junior in high school, and a 14-year-old who is in eighth grade. We kept him back one year for sports, so he's bigger for sports and things like that. So he's plays on traveling basketball teams and stuff like that, and soccer season's coming up, and so yeah. But yeah, they're in. You can walk back through vlogs. They're in them, and they come around. They're a little more shyer, but it's just kids get older, they get busy, and they got to work and they got sports, and so sometimes we are running everywhere trying to keep up with what's going on.
All
So
the things. Your daughter's got some fun things, Kel, coming up.
yeah, my
She's
Kel's
got prom.
she's got prom coming up, and she's a golfer. Um, she's been on part of a two-time state champion golf team. Um, and then so she's in her third year of golfing this year. So we'll see where that takes her. She's been an all-state, so um, we're lucky, and so we'll follow. She only has one. I just got her schedule. She only got one event in St. George this year, so kind of bummed about that. But it's fun to watch her. I follow at a far distance in a golf cart. I'm a dad that'll cheer you on in your sports, but I'm one who watches from way far, right? Or stand at the end of the bleachers or stand. I don't. I'm very quiet when it comes to and I just ask them if they had fun. So,
Good question. Okay, we love you guys. He's gonna head back to the office, and I'm gonna go pick up the kids. We love you guys. Thanks for watching.
but
Bye. This one.
and that one.
See you later, guys.
Oh.